Hello and welcome back to the course of Basic Electrical Engineering. In this video lecture, I am going to start new unit, that is unit number 5, electrical installations, safety and precaution. The topic that I am going to discuss in this video lecture is different components of LT switch gears. But before that, let us see which are the topics that I am going to discuss in this video lecture and upcoming video lectures of electrical installation. So first topic is a component of LT switch gears. There's fuse is there, switch fuse unit is there, MCB that is a miniature circuit breaker is there, ELCB that is a electrical circuit breaker, MCCB that is a molded case circuit breaker, types of wires and cables. I'm going to discuss all these types of LT switch gear in this lecture. Then types of wires and cable is there, earthing and its types, safety precautions for electrical appliances, types of batteries and characteristics, power consumption calculations, and finally is a basic of power factor improvement. So these are the different topics which are to be covered in the electrical installation unit. So let us start with the components of LT switch gear. First, what is switch gear? These are the different apparatus which is used for switching, controlling and protecting the electrical circuit and devices and equipments, and these are nothing but the switch gears. Now why it is known as a LT switch gear? The electrical switch gear which is rated, which is designed up to 1 kilovolt rating, is known as a low voltage switch gear. LT stands for low tension, low voltage switch gear. Different kind of LT switch gear that I am going to discuss in these lectures are fuse, switch fuse unit, miniature circuit breaker, earth leakage circuit breaker, and molded case circuit breakers. These are the topics that I am going to cover in this lecture. So let us first start with the fuse. All of you are knowing the fuse. Fuse is a basically, here you can say one 3D view of the fuse is there and one circuit is there which consists of fuse. Fuse is basically defined as a short piece of wire or a thin strip made up of some material which melts when excessive current flow through it for sufficient time. So it is a short piece of wire or it may be a small strip which is melting when excessive amount of current is flowing for sufficient time through it. Fuse is always connected in series with the circuit or appliances to be protected, and it carries the load current without overheating under the normal condition. So under normal condition is that fuse will be connected, it will carry the load current, but however some abnormal condition is occurring because of the short circuit and other reason, then excessive current is flowing through fuse, and this raises the temperature of the fuse and which melts the material of the fuse, so which melts the ultimately fuse element and it opens the circuit. Here you can see one phase supply is given through appliances through the combination of switch and fuse. Suppose switch is connected now and fuse is also connected. So under normal condition appliances will work. Now suppose under faulty condition large amount of current, excessive amount of current is flowing in this loop, then element of the fuse will melt and circuit will break over here. So appliances can be protected from excessive amount of the current. Thus this protect the machines from damage which can be caused by excessive current under certain faulty conditions. Now it is to be noted always there fuse is always connected to the phase wire in series with the phase, not in the neutral under the faulty condition, because when fuse melt phase may not reach at the load terminal, but here you can see fuse is connected with the phase terminal. So if excessive amount of current is flowing, then fuse will be melting and no current will flow through phase to the load. Now suppose fuse is connected to the neutral terminal, then if abnormal condition occurs, faulty condition occurs, then excessive current will flow from phase to appliances, so appliances may get damaged and fuse, and then after fuse may melt, but appliances cannot be protected in that condition. So that's why always fuse is connected in phase wire. This is another type of fuse you can see here. Now which materials are used for designing the fuse? So zinc, silver, copper, tin, lead, which are the materials which are having a low melting point, low ohmic losses and low cost. So these materials are used for designing of the fuse. Advantages of fuse are it requires a low maintenance. It is the cheapest form of protection available, protection device is available. It can break the circuit without noise or smoke or spark. So these are the advantages of the fuse. Disadvantage: it has to be replaced every time after each operation. So suppose faulty condition is occurring, then fuse may get burned out or which may melt. So every time fuse should be replaced. Application of fuse are there. It is used for protecting the cables, protecting the motors, protecting any heating devices, which is all fuse is always connected in series with the heating appliances, protection of semiconductor devices, etc. Now, which are the different types of fuse are there? So round type fuse is there, KitKat type fuse is there, cartridge type fuse is there, HRC, that is a high rupturing capacity fuse is there, which works at a high rate capacity. Semiconductor fuse units are there. This is a circuit you can see here is a HRC fuse, high rupturing capacity fuse is there, which consists of brass plate on both the sides, and one element is there, bimetal thermal control is there, you can see here. And this is nothing but the tube kind of fuse which is filled with the some plaster of Paris kind of material. So this kind of material, when heat is produced, it can be easily dissipated because of the plaster of Paris material. So this is the high rupturing capacity fuse. The next one is a switch fuse unit. So as the name suggests, it consists of one switch unit and one fuse unit. Here you can see this is a switch fuse unit which is basically designed for three-phase supply. This is a three-phase supply and this is a load. So fuse is connected in series with the switch. So it can work as a switch as well. It is used to disconnect the supply to the load, and it can interrupt the supply by blowing the fuse. So it can work as a on-off switch as well as it is used to protect the appliances. When we operate the breaker, some handle is there, external handle is there, that is a breaker. The contact may get close through the switch and then supply will pass through the fuse unit to the output, to the load. Under the normal condition, the switch will be in on condition, but under abnormal condition it occurs, fuse may be melting and load can be disconnected from the supply. So external handle is provided to manually disconnect the load from the supply, and automatically it can also disconnect when abnormal condition occurs. Now, which are the features of the switch fuse unit? So it provides the double break operation with the single operation. It is suitable for surface mounting. Range, that is the capacity. So for single phase application it works up to 16 ampere to 63 ampere. For three phase application it works up to 16 ampere to 320 ampere. Now you can see here, these are one of the figure which shows the switch fuse unit. External handle is there. When external handle will be operated, then it automatically it will connect and disconnect the load from the supply. So manually we can disconnect the load from the supply, as well as when abnormal condition occur, then fuse will be melting and load will be disconnected from the supply. Next one is a MCB, that is a miniature circuit breaker. Basically, it is a small trip which is operated by overload. It's a switch which is operated by overload, and it is used to protect the electric circuit. Here is a cut section of the MCB you can see here, which consists of different kind of mechanism inside. This is nothing but the arc joule, this is nothing but the solenoid you can see here, and this is nothing but the bimetal strip. So basically it is used to on off, it can work as a switch by manual on off switch is there, and it works automatically when abnormal condition occurs, when overload is there, when excessive amount of current is flowing. It is an alternative to the fuse to secure the household appliances to have from the heavy electrical short circuit and overload current. MCBs are always used. MCB is a device which operates on the two principles. Basically, it consists of two type of tripping mechanism. As I told you, when overloading condition is occurring by means of some short circuit, excessive current is flowing, then it will trip the MCB will be tripping, and it will disconnect the load from the appliances from the supply. But there are two types of tripping mechanism: thermal for normal overload condition, that is a thermal tripping, and second one is a magnetic tripping for short circuit protection. Now let us understand first one, that is a thermal tripping. Thermal tripping is basically done by bimetallic strip, which is the strip which is made up of two material. The bimetallic strip deflects when it is heated by current flowing through heat. So excessive amount of current will be flowing through bimetallic strip, then it gets deflected, it gets bent. So when it gets bent, it will release the latch mechanism and causes the contacts to open. So it has it has a property of inverse time current characteristic. That is, the greater the current, shorter the time required to operate. So as the excessive amount, more the current will be there, in short time it will be operated. So it is having an inverse time current. So when excessive amount of current is flowing through the bimetal element, it gets deflected, it releases the latch mechanism, and load can be disconnected, which can be seen here. So here you can say this is nothing but the bimetallic strip, and This is nothing but the load, current flowing through the load. Now, this bimetallic string is connected to the, you can see here, supply to the load by means of spring. Now, when excessive current will be flowing, then heats get deflected, you can see here, and spring will work. So there is a force on the spring, so load can be disconnected from the supply. So this is how thermal tripping is working in the miniature circuit breaker. So now load is disconnected from the supply. Next one is a magnetic tripping. So for magnetic tripping, here you can see one coil is there, solenoid is there. This is nothing but the tripping mechanism. This is a line and this is a load. Presently, tripping line is connected to the load. Here contact is close, you can see. Now, when this magnetic coil is energized by excessive amount of current, it will produce magnetic field. And because of the magnetic field, it will push this tripping mechanism and contacts will be in open condition. So load can be protected. So when short circuit occurs, solenoid get excessive amount current will be flowing, then magnetic field will be produced. That magnetic field will be sufficient to reduce the spring force or tripping mechanism. So contact will be in open condition so that load can be disconnected from the supply. So this is how magnetic tripping works when short circuit occurs. Thermal tripping works when overload occurs. So rapidity of magnetic solenoid operation causes the instantaneous opening of the contact, as I told you. Now next one, which are the current ratings of the miniature circuit breaker. So it can work up to 5 ampere, 10 ampere, 10 ampere, 15 ampere, 30 ampere, 20 ampere. These are the different range ratings of the current on which miniature circuit breaker can work. Voltage rating, for AC it can work up to 240 volt to 415 volt, and for DC it works up to 50 volt to 110 volt. Applications are there. MCB are basically used in homes, domestic application, commercial application, offices, shops, distribution loads for protection of the individual circuit or the load. MCBs are slightly more expensive than the fuse, but this is offset by the fact that no cost is involved in resetting them after the operation, and it is very quick and simple process. What does it mean? It means that cost of the MCBs are high, but that can be offset by fact that no cost is involved in the resetting them. So once MCB will be tripped, so it does not require to be replaced. In the case of fuse, it is always required to be replaced. Now, comparison between fuse and MCB. So, basically fuse is used to break the current in the faulty condition. MCBs are used to make and break the circuit in healthy condition and to break the current at the time of fault. So, MCB can be used to break the connection in healthy condition as well as an abnormal condition. Operating time of the fuse is less, operating time of the MCB is high. Breaking capacity is less, MCB can work as a high rating capacity, so breaking capacity is high. Operating is very simple, operation is complex in the case of MCB. Cost is very less because only one element, one wire is required. Here cost is very high because it consists of different kind of tripping mechanism. Next one is a molded case circuit breaker. So molded case circuit breakers are electromagnetic devices, safety devices, switch gear, which is used to protect the circuit from overcurrent and short circuit. They provide the overcurrent and short circuit protection for the circuit ranging from 63 ampere to 3000 ampere. So that is the difference between MCB and MCCB. MCCB can work at a high current rating also, and MCCB also consists of two type of mechanism, that is a magnetic tripping and thermal tripping. MCCB has a mainly three function. It can protect the circuit against the overload. It gives the protection against the electrical fault. It can be used as a switch to manually on off, to manually disconnect the load from the supply. So these are the three functions of MCCB. MCCB and MCB is different in the case of rating. MCCB is basically in this case tripping mechanisms are molded in a case, and that's why it is known as a molded case circuit breaker. Here you can see within this is nothing but the MCCB, and in MCCB tripping mechanism, both tripping mechanisms are molded in a case. That's why it is known as a MCCB, that is a molded case circuit breaker. Advantages of MCCB is that it can work at high current rating capacity as compared to the MCB. Now, which are the application advantages and disadvantages of MCCB? So basically it is used for residential load, heavy industrial loads, for motor circuit protection, AC DC power distribution, electrical machines, that is for motors, and it is used and protection for transformer, motors and generator. Now transformer motors generated at high current ratings, and that's why MCB cannot be used, MCCB is used. Now which are the advantages? Automatic tripping under the overload of fault condition, remote control operation is possible. So some MCCB has a remote control facility. Which are the disadvantages? So basically it requires particular time to trip. So these are the disadvantages, advantages and applications of MCCB. Now moving towards the final one, final safety device, that is the earth leakage circuit breaker. But before that, let us understand what is electrical shock. Basically ELCB is used to protect the human bodies from the electrical shock. So basically electrical shock can be defined as a nervous maze of human body due to sudden passage, due to sudden application of electric current through the body. And electric shock occurs when human body or the object directly come into the contact with any source of voltage which is very high enough to force the sufficient current through the body. The minimum current that a body can feel is a 1 milliampere. The electric shock depends on the following factor: the magnitude of the current flowing through the body, the time for which, the duration for which current is flowing through the body, frequency of the current flowing through the body, and physical condition of the body of the person. So that's a different factor on which electrical shock depends. The device which is used to protect the human beings from the electrical shock is a ELCB. ELCB is a safety device which is used for installing an electrical device with high earth impedance to avoid the leakage current, leakage shock, or to avoid the shock. The main purpose of ELCB is to stop the damage to the human and animals due to electrical shock. So let us understand ELCB and what is the construction of ELCB. So there are two types of earth leakage circuit breaker: voltage operated and current operated. I am going to discuss the current operated ELCB here. It is a safety device which is used in electrical installation, as I told you, which is having high earth impedance to avoid the shock. It is a current operated device which is designed to operate when a leakage current flows. Basically any machine consists of two parts: live part and external body. Between conducting part and external body, insulating material is there. Property of insulating material gets deteriorated with the time. So when insulation material lose its property, current will flow from conductor to the metal part, that is outer body, and that current is nothing but the leakage current. So ELCB is basically a device which is operated when leakage current exceeds the predetermined value. It essentially consists of two things: operating coil and a tripping mechanism. So let us first understand how it works. So this is the basically inside circuit of ELCB, which consists of one current transformer and tripping coil mechanism is there, and one test push button is also there. Supply is connected to the one winding of the current transformer, and other winding is connected to the tripping coil. So transformer, this is a current transformer which consists of two winding, primary and secondary winding. Now, and this supply is given to the one winding, and two remaining end of this winding is connected to the load, and load is connected with the earth over here. Now if some amount of fault will occur, then current will flow from load to the external body, and that current is nothing but the leakage current. So how it works, let us understand. So it consists of tripping mechanism which trips the supply to the circuit. It will be operated when live conductor is touched by object or person. So when some person will touch or object will touch this load, so some amount of current will start to flow from load to the body of the person. The two supply wires, that is the phase and neutrals, are fed through the separate winding of the current transformer, as you can see here, and tripping mechanism will operate over here, that will disconnect the supply from the current transformer. And how it works, let us see. Secondary winding controls the tripping mechanism, as you can see here. Now when normal condition is there, when there is no leakage current flowing from load to the earth, then current flowing through both wire will be equal, that is I1 and I2, because load is connected in series. Here you can say one series loop is there, so I1 will be equal to I2 in this case. So flux linking with the phase and neutral conductor will be equal in magnitude but in opposite direction, so they will cancel out each other. So no flux will be linking so in this winding, so no flux gets induced in the secondary winding, so no flux link with the tripping winding, and tripping mechanism will not operate, so load will be connected to the supply. Now, as I told you, no induced EMF is there in the secondary winding, so no tripping mechanism will not be operated, load will be connected to the supply. Now, if more current flows in the phase conductor than the earth conductor, neutral conductor, as a result of leakage current, suppose some fault condition is occurring, some amount of current will flow from load to this body to the earthing wire. So now in this case, phase and neutral current are not equal. So there is a out of balance flux will result. Flux produced will in phase winding and neutral winding will be different. So out of balance flux will result in EMF in the secondary, which is so secondary winding. Now some EMF gets induced, and because of that EMF, tripping coil will be operated. Tripping coil will be operated, so it will disconnect the supply from the load. So this is how it works. Now here you can see one test button is provided. So to test button is provided with the ELCB to manually check. So frequently test button should be pressed to see that whether it is working or not. So that's why test push button is provided here to manually check at the frequent interval whether it is working or not. So this is all about the today's video lecture. In this video lecture, I have discussed about different types of LT switch gear, that is switch fuse unit, MCB, MCCB and ELCB. Hope you enjoy the video. See you soon in the next video of the electrical installation. Thank you for watching.